Oh, hey, welcome back, guys. Another D270 star race, and it's CartoonBuffoon versus Xein64. And once again, D whatever here to help me bring this one live to you guys. You know, anything different since the last race ended? Has your life been turned upside down?
No, not really.
Last 5 minutes? No? Alright.
Just been checking on these players. They're actually 5th and 6th place on the standings. So Tabascoff with 5th, barely any point difference, and Cartoon with 6th. So, oh wait.
Did you say Tabla?
Xein.
Is like toward the bottom.
Oops. Yeah, Xein is in 11th. Oops, my bad. Good information by me. Anyways,
so CartoonBuffoon is one of these players who does treat a race more like a normal run, where Xein, he specifically goes for easier strats and tries to play really consistently, but at the same time I think at some point he goes like a little bit too safe.
I'm not too sure
but Cartoon
if trading
actually tries to go like a bit too ham, so it's like,
yeah, I was gonna
knows?
say, I'm not sure if that's a good mentality for Cartoon there, because you have to be ready to mess up in races. You cannot play perfect every single time.
Because he's actually really good at Island Hop. It's weird because out of all the things to like go for, why Island Hop? You know, it's definitely a high risk trick. You need a frame perfect wall kick and like good positioning to get enough. Like you can get a first frame wall kick and still miss if you have a bad position, right? So like it's a hard trick, but he's good at it, so he might do it again.
You definitely have a few different outcomes.
Like he definitely doesn't have. Like I wouldn't blame him if he didn't go for it. I'm just saying like he has done it before, and I wouldn't be too shocked if he did it again. But if he got it, then that'd be pretty hype because he got it the last time I was commentating. But then the rest of the race was pretty bad. He was not too happy. So it's like, at what point is it worth it to do something? And at what point is it just like a couple seconds here where the rest of the run is gonna be way more influential than like 5 seconds in Island Hop?
Yeah, let me just tell you that I don't think anyone else goes for it. Maybe Cheese. I've seen Cheese go for it a little bit. He did it in the relay, in the 246 relay.
Yeah.
But that's like the only time I saw someone actually do it in a race, because it's so
not
risky.
In the league. Because also you want to like start off and get your feet under you. You don't want to like go right off the deep end, you know, which is pretty much what Island Hop is. Just a YOLO dive, and if you miss it, then you're like on the bat. Like your mental state is not going to be as good as if it was if you just did bomb clip and then went right to Womps and felt good about yourself, right? So
yeah,
we'll see if CartoonBuffoon wants to test his luck, because as good as you are, you can't do it 100% of the time.
And this time actually both runners are on the US version, which is faster for 70 star. We saw the other runners just before this race were on Japanese version, which is 1 second slower than US. Oh, and Cartoon actually opting for bomb clip there.
Okay, so no Island Hop, maybe kind of reel it in. Maybe the psychology is, if I get Island Hop and the rest of the run's terrible, and if I don't do Island Hop, the rest of the run will be perfect. It's foolproof.
I don't know, man. Don't know if you want to rely on that too much, but maybe it works out for him.
I think it's definitely a better choice to not do Island Hop.
For sure, for sure. The reward is too low and the risk is too high for it to work well in races.
Oh yeah, when I was talking to Cartoon after the last race, he said that he's gotten like a 53, a 54, a 55, and a 56, and a 52, a 53, a 54, a 55, and a 56 or something. Like he's got a different like number, like minute every time. So he still wants to get that 51. Maybe today will be the day.
And both runners are actually not getting the sub 13 on the slide.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
That's interesting though. His PP is low 50, I believe.
It's pretty low 50. Yeah, he's definitely trying to get 49, but at the same time, like, I think the like he doesn't need to do island hop to get a 49 obviously, and I think he ended up resetting quite a bit when I was watching him, where he could have just had a lot more runs out of womps.
Or the differences in star order too. Sign opting for that half cycle Worms 100, and that was an interesting dive by Cartoon. Damn, saved it right. Like he would have slid off, maybe.
I don't think so. I think that's when you get like you actually brush off the top but fall in, where he went for the dive, because
could be, yeah.
The way you get like the butt slide, I don't think you have a chance to like dive and save it.
Xein
collecting the blue coin but falling all the way down. He's gonna have to come back up here. Will this work? Okay, has to wait a whole half cycle.
Cartoon at the same time, he misses Canless and goes all the way back up. Doesn't go for wild blue. That's the backup.
Is that ledge grab even gonna work? Okay, going for a second ledge grab. We'll see if this one's gonna work out.
Mistakes.
Tab of vision, everybody. Come on, get on the train. So everyone is missing Canalist. I don't know. Like usually people like will get it like more often than what I've seen in actually or in reality. I don't know what I'm saying. People seem to missing Canalist a lot more than I would expect. Let's just say that.
I get what you're saying, even if you don't know what you're saying. But also, Cartoon going for the same Worms 100 cycle, so if Xein didn't mess up, he would actually definitely be ahead of Cartoon by now. Might even still be. I'm not sure how big that mistake was of Xein falling down. Xein.
Cartoon definitely able to save some time, but yeah, not
nice
a great Worms for either Xein missing a wild blue.
Also bonks and falls down. These Worms are not treating them well.
We'll see if they can recover, but you might want to just recover in Worms rather than wait until like, you know, halfway through CCM.
Yeah, you don't want to like give up because you already messed up. Oh, just keeps on happening for Xein, these small mistakes.
Wait, did Xein miss Canalist?
Oh no, he just missed the movement a little bit, but he went for wild blue already. Oh wait, did he miss Canalist? No.
That's what I was asking, because I didn't see him miss Canalist.
He grabbed the tree, I'm pretty sure. He went for wild blue first. I don't know why.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. But then I saw him go for Canalist. So wait, did he miss? But I didn't see it. So just kind of a weird start order for Xein. Not really recommended, especially because it is the fastest backup if you miss Canalist. So
there's also a questionable decision by Cartoon.
Xein going for an alternate Pens clip movement to the island.
Oh, and that grabs the cage. Full step.
Xein's actually gone for the Owlin races sometimes, so he's actually losing time compared to the Owl. Alright, can he? I don't like that angle at all. That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. You have to be a little bit more far to the right, or at least change your position in the air.
I think that's not too bad, but he wasn't high enough, I believe, on the wall kick. He can. Oh, decides to go for the Worm King. Might opt out from Owls and just grab the Owl instead.
I think so. He missed it twice, not gonna be trying a third time.
And Cartoon on the other hand, just playing super solid, pulling ahead out of Worms.
Is he playing super solid though?
Compared to Xein, he does.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It was just that class mistake, and then the 100 coins were pretty decent, I would say.
Ground pounding on the slope here instead of a long jump. Oh, I got so much comment on. I need some water.
I got your back. I wanted to also say that questionable decision by Cartoon that he went for the Canalist again after falling down. Usually would just go for wild blue instead, but he didn't.
It's definitely like it really depends what you want to do, because if you failed Canalist, it's like, alright, if you know how you failed it and you'd rather just like get it out of the way, sure, you might want to just go right up and lose like that 1 or 2 seconds, but it's definitely faster to do wild blue. We'll see if Cartoon can get a sub 13 slide. No. 13 flat. Xein taking the Owl. I feel like that was not even the best Owl path either.
At least he didn't grab the cage again. So, got the star, finally out of worms. I actually didn't catch Cartoon's worms time, but he might be almost a minute behind already.
I'd say not quite a minute, but like 50 seconds. It's a very big lead for Cartoon, despite not having that great of a bombs himself. So I just had a bit of a meltdown. Cartoon missing a red. This turn's very important. You don't want to miss it twice. Alright, he's going to be able to pick it up.
Oh, and Xein dies on the slide! What was that?
That's not good.
Definitely not good at all. And I'm just running the question. How does the blast
0.1% chance mistake?
Sorry.
You want to talk about cannon list? Like how it works?
Oh, just that you can
or would
grab
you like me to?
While you ledge grab, you know how you can blast away the wall, and then you can still ledge grab what's left on the wall. And while you jump off the small bridge, you can actually grab the ledge, and while you do that, you can at the same time you can hit the star that you just grabbed the star, even though it's inside the wall.
So because of ledge grabbing, there's like Mario's hitbox when he ledge grabs actually goes above the ledge. So when you ledge grab, your hitbox actually goes into the wall a little bit because that's where you're gonna get up at. So when the hitbox extends there, you actually grab the star. But it's a very small area to grab the ledge and actually get the star, which is why people do the setup on the plank.
Exactly.
You can do it with just like running off the plank, but it's very inconsistent.
But speaking of
race happened like a couple hours ago.
At the same time, Cartoon just browsing through that dark world.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Meeting the new president of Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser, in the Dark World. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think Reggie deserved that retirement. He did really well, so...
Yeah, it definitely seems like
Bowser's time.
There wasn't anything like of conflict. He just said, yeah, I'd like to retire, and then...
Just a really good way to announce it, in my opinion. And now Xein, I think, is already behind the cycle in the beginning, so might not be able to... Oh, he still made that? He still got up there. That looked like he was gonna ledge grab, too.
Alright, nice back and movement from Xein here, getting that quick speaking double jump dive. Although he probably could have made normal shig, but he's Xein! Not getting a good low jump angle. He's gonna fall and die. This run has gone from bad to worse. We were singing his praises after he made those, or he was making those fast saves, still trying to make shig cycle, and that's the disadvantage of poverty shig because. Sure, it's a tiny bit faster. You could say it's easier, but actually getting the long jump and getting onto that like diamond platform is a bit trickier than the normal shake movement. So that's why he died. Oh, Jesus!
The police coming after Xein. Not safe anymore after that mistake. Oh, that angle again! Oh my God, it's so scary. That camera angle is so scary. Doesn't even see where he's going at all. Alright.
Alright, I think I'm safe.
We'll come back. And now, like, Cartoon is already in CCM. Well, but takes the death.
Whoa!
What?
Okay.
Talk about Cartoon's gameplay. He just takes the death in CCM right at the beginning. It's nothing compared to Xein's mistake, though.
I mean, Xein, like, took a fake death on the side because you don't actually lose a life, but you fade out. So, lots of deaths already in the run. This is nuts.
Definitely interesting race already.
Yeah, not very consistent from either player, and it's gonna be like, alright, can one of you just figure it out and get back to playing normally? If you can, then you have a good shot of winning, because if the other player can't, then they're going to be making a lot more mistakes, because this is one of those times where it doesn't even need to be pretty, it doesn't need to be flashy or fast, you just need to get it done, and we'll see which one of these runners will be able to do that better.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better too. Like, I wonder if if Xein or Cartoon watch the stream and know how far they're ahead or behind. So maybe Cartoon just takes it too light if he knows. Yeah, he's probably watching Xein.
That's a nice
Maybe he
jump.
takes it too light-hearted. Maybe thinks, oh yeah, I already have a lead, and now he's just messing up because of that, because he
nice
takes it too
moonwalk.
easy.
That was nice though.
Definitely.
Hi, Wilco.
Like, get started back on track after that small death in the beginning, so...
Yeah. I've always wondered, this is like, kind of on a tangent, but for slip sliding away, I wonder if it's faster to land at a certain side, like when you fall off the top and you want to dive and land at the bottom. I wonder if it matters like where you land, like what kind of time you can get. I see people just land in the middle, but I wonder if it's like faster to land on the left side. So
I've actually been trying that star out, and I'm not too sure. I think just always get the same kind of speed ever, but I'm also not sure about my position. So
yeah.
CCM18 from both of the runners, and Cartoon already racing the Penguin. Steve can grabs every coin. That's a good premise. Wait, where's the Penguin? I didn't see the Penguin.
Penguin definitely fell off the slide.
Hopefully not. we can hear the
Penguin will rubber band and catch up, so we'll see where the Penguin is. But Cartoon was pretty far ahead. Sometimes the Penguin will be like right behind you as you're going for like the last few coins. So
the Penguin actually fell off. It actually fell off.
No way! Why?
That's actually no way that just happened.
Oh my god!
You didn't see the Penguin in the beginning, and that's actually a 2-minute loss.
What is going? Why Cartoon is the unluckiest man on planet Earth right now? You know, it's one thing to have it happen like in practice, and that's just like a laugh. It's one thing to happen in a run, and then you get mad and reset.
I want to
correct myself. It's something to happen in a race.
It's not 2 minutes, but it's still massive.
That's like
time
a minute
loss.
still.
Yeah, it's still.
You know,
so
it's actually faster. You know, Fantex for this to actually go for Reds as a backup. CCM Reds.
Might not be too much in form for that though. I don't think Cartoon really does 120, so he might not be able to do it fast.
I was thinking it's like he should, but like it can be faster to do it that way. I wonder why the Penguin falls off. Like maybe because it actually rubber bands to a place that's like over a gap. Okay, Penguin actually did make it home this time.
And still ahead of Xein too. He had such a huge lead. Just too many mistakes.
To give him a handicap.
But I've never seen that happen in a race.
Alright, can I get a clip, fellas?
Fall off. I've seen people fall off,
Let's
but
get a
not
clip.
that the Penguin actually dies.
Oh man. I have to remember to ask Cartoon about this when the race is over. Xein kind of got a divine gift, or like divine intervention on his behalf to give him a fighting chance.
Yeah, after that Dark World, the game just thought, oh, gonna mess up Cartoon as well. So, good for Xein.
I have no idea how often that happens. It's gotta be like 1 in 1,000 though.
1 in a year. It actually never happened to me.
Happened to me. Yeah. Exactly. Me, I've just been playing for like, what, 5 years?
Never happened.
Is this screen frozen for you? Cause
it froze for me as well. Yes.
Okay. Alright. We'll be.
Oh, that's
okay.
back.
There you go.
Nothing really happened too, so we're good.
Alright, Big Boo's balcony for CartoonBuffoon, taking care of this big spooky fella. Just a couple quick hits. You can do it even quicker with the long jump, hitting him with the crouch, but not really mandatory. Although I don't think it's that difficult. Zion taking care of it, no problem. You know, you can actually lose some time, but the biggest thing is you don't fall off the balcony. And kind of say that now that they can't be cursed.
I waited for it. That's very nice of you.
Exactly. You don't want to say it like right as they're like entering the boo fight, right?
I see you've been commentating for a while already.
Veteran commentator, you know, trying to be very neutral, not influencing the game in any way. Who curses?
And now after this, again, small breather, we can just take a chill. Now SSL. Ooh. We've seen Guy Knight in the last race just mess up plus 2 times. Then went nuts for it the 3rd time, so let's see how Cartoon can get it.
Yeah, I would not recommend Rage Tomo Plus. Oh, medium bomb. Well, he's actually gonna go for it. This is huge. You can do it with the medium bomb, but it's a lot slower and it's more difficult.
He gets double jump. No, just has to get up there. It's a little bit harder to get up here because you barely have any speed.
He's gonna make it in.
Nails it. Yo, Cartoon, the legend.
Wow. So Zion can still save some time because medium bomb plus is really slow, but also don't like because Zion misses plus, he's gonna be losing some time compared to Cartoon. Cartoon not getting the easiest star can't actually get over the hill.
He did not go for a Talon. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I don't know why he went for Pyramid and Zion failing the regrab. Weird mistake. Wait, did he get a medium bomb or something?
Yeah, he got medium bomb and then maybe he threw it away he wanted to, but maybe he just failed the regrab. But yeah. I would also throw the medium bomb away. I don't like trying medium bomb.
I actually never learned it. It's like
it's scary.
That doesn't know how to swim. It's just like.
Alright, gets medium bomb second try. So let's see if you can nail the rest. That looks good. Solid double jump, and he should be. That angle looks good too. Oh, never mind.
Alright, still struggling to get in. Zion
takes forever to get in. And this position is really bad, actually. Oh my god, what was that ground pound? Zion.
He could have saved it, but he chose not to. I'm not sure why. He would choose not to save it.
He thought he wanted to give Cartoon the bigger lead again. Which just happens bad.
About the Penguin.
Yeah, just wanted to make the gap a little bit bigger again. Gets it second try, so it's all good. Kind of. Right. No, not really.
Imagine if, like, out of sympathy, you like went for like Rainbow Ride 100 coin or something, just for the carpet ride, or even out of BM. If like it didn't matter, like how many points you got, you were like 5 minutes ahead, so you just rode the carpet.
I mean, that would be great. Maybe one day. Don't give me ideas.
Oh, you need to play well enough to do that then. Wins 46. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, it's good. Alright, Cartoon on lava boost right now. And that looks very good. That looks like a stalled angle. Doesn't hit the stone, just gets it up there. No problem at all.
Yeah, good stuff from Cartoon. He's actually still 3 stars ahead of Zion, despite having to redo the Penguin race. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's like that volcano entry is actually not as easy as it might look because there's like 2 spurts of fire that go over the bridge here. You have to go between them, and you also can't hit the blade.
Yo, that was actually a decent save though. He went away from the lava waterfall. Lava fall.
For Ray, it went away. Ray Juice or something. It started with the G and ended with the Z. Thank you for the sub. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you just shout out to Ray, I would say. That's enough.
That's enough. Probably not going to be a substitute teacher in my lifetime.
I think names are hard in general. Pronouncing names is the hardest thing in life.
Almost as hard as, or almost as hard as remembering names. So you have to ask some person their name like 3 times. That kind of stuff.
That's true, yeah.
I usually try to remember, but you just...
I thought he was gonna jump off, but he's good.
This whole race has just been me sweating, and both runners definitely sweating and dropping.
I'm not sure if Cartoon is actually sweating, but Xein for sure. Xein has been doing some
Cartoon probably just like
mistakes.
If that happens to you, you're just like, that's not even my fault. It literally is not your fault.
Yeah.
You just move on.
That's actually, you can just continue after that. It's not your fault at all. There's also one thing, maybe a good reason to go for CCM17 always. Like, I never really considered the penguin messing up there and dying, but now it's actually a good reason to do CCM17 instead.
Yeah, like definitely. It's one of the things. I can't believe I just can't get over like the odds of seeing that happen live in a race. Oh, Xein, like, killing these bullies one by one. Not very efficient, but wants to let each of them know personally how much he hates them. Also missing the star twice.
Were you not supporting the bully rights? Man. Oh, and the long jump into the painting, what was that, Xein? You want a side kick. It's a little bit faster to side kick into the painting.
Yeah, Speed Police want to remind Xein that it can be up to 3 frames faster to side kick into the painting, and that you shouldn't take free frames when you're given.
Actually, something that stuck with me ever since like Punctation was in my chat first. The thing that he criticized was me long jumping into the painting in 2014.
Man, never gets old.
Either way, let's talk about a little bit about Pace, our live event. While they're almost both in DD, Xein is gonna be there in a bit. Our first live event, they're gonna be the 70-star grand finals, the top 4, the Select Any Percent and SMO Any Percent top 4 as well, live. And we also have a lot of showcase races, and the schedule is looking hot. If you want to check that out, !Pace. I'm looking forward to it.
Wait, do we have a thing for the schedule? Because the schedule is actually officially released. We have the whole itinerary for the insane, like, 4-day event. I don't know if there's a command for it, though. If not, at Speedrun, make a command. Because I think people really need to see how awesome this is going to be, but...
100%
yeah, whatever's going to be racing with 120 with Cheese, Punke, and Siglemic. You know, meanwhile, that's Small Potatoes. I will be commentating a 2-player 1-controller run with Benji and Bro Mario.
That's gonna be great too, I think. It's 16-star too, so some variety there.
That'll just be fun. Just like some comedy.
For sure. And now, back to the race, because we just entered Fire Sea, one of the hardest stages in the entire category to perform well in. And he's having a really solid beginning. Let's see if he can get this cage. Oh, that's a weird turn around.
So no lava boost. Probably just gonna be going for the.
He might still be able to get it. I might if he's really good now, I think.
Boost, surely.
Maybe a really late one. Because you can grab the wall and still make it with a lava boost as well.
But I don't think he even did the rollout in the cage though.
Oh, true. Yeah, alright.
Oh, can you make this? Yeah. I looked a bit close. Now, with this kind of...
Ooh, how did you not get
not
burned
what you want, because if you actually like intentionally just long jump and then take a burn, 3 burns for Cartoon, a little bit more than you really need to deal with.
Didn't really go far enough going into the lava, so good thing he activated Spinning Heart to have enough health for that. If he didn't, he would have died for sure.
Yeah. Simply's also Simply's back to running 70-star, or at least might be. In his like D-Rust run, he actually long jumped past the Fire Sea star, which is hilarious. instead of ground pounding, because like that can happen. It's the same inputs, just timed differently.
Definitely, and if you're below the star or almost behind the star, you can still miss it, even if you're just below it still.
Yeah, he completely long jumped like away from it, or he missed it.
Damn. Cartoon just leaving Xein in the dust here. Like Xein about to enter Fire Sea. Cartoon leaving already. That's a 2-minute lead.
The way you said, I don't know if I would say Xein, or you say Xein, and you say
Yeah,
like Xein leaving One Direction like 5 years ago.
I think it's Xein, but
yeah.
I don't know why I keep saying Xein. I'm trying to correct it, but I had it. It's actually looking a good Fire Sea, or did I miss anything? It's actually gonna get it, yeah. Oh, but the double jump messes it up.
Oh, that sucks. This one I'm saying, like, even when you're about to get it, you actually have to do like a pretty small single jump there, and it's like, it's never over till it's over. But that's probably like the more annoying way to mess up, because that's like the easy part.
You can even still bonk on the elevator if you're too early. That happened to me a few times already, and you have to be careful, but sometimes even hold back.
You're just too good.
I think that happens to other people as well, but
well, also I think you have to long jump from the very edge. I always long jump from like, you know, like the like rock textures. I do it from like the second to the last one. So.
That doesn't really. Oh, Cartoon taking a fall there, missing a point.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually don't look too much on the textures. I don't know. It's just.
I've never actually bonked there, but I know that you can. But you can, if you'd have to long jump pretty close to the edge, I think.
Is Xein one of the people that goes for half spin here? Yeah, he actually. Oh, and he misses. That was really close. But I was gonna say, why do people go for that? I see Benji go for it as well. I think it's Benji and Xein who do it, the only ones.
We just said he actually goes by Xein. Okay.
Oh, it's actually Xein, alright. Well, we're gonna trust Luigi on that one.
Fair enough.
Other than falling down,
Zane's pretty young too. He's like 14 or something.
I don't know either, but he is really young. That for sure. I just don't know the exact. Exactly
he doesn't
how
look
he
that
is.
young. I don't know, but he's definitely kind of young.
Alright, I was about to say that Cartoon's withdrawal 100 was actually quite solid other than falling down. But so that's something where Xein can actually save time over Cartoon again. Oh, and the wall kick's not in his favor.
More time saved. Let's see if
he cannot get up and has to wait for the elevator to get up.
Wow. So not a great wet dry world. You know, we're saying like, hey, it looks alright. You know, Xein could save a little bit of time.
But it's actually not. We're just being nice.
So close.
Just being nice. It's actually not a good wet dry world.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. Second, like non-triple jump wall kick star, top of the town. All right, here we go.
I wonder who's like the craziest player in Division 2 in terms of just strats. I'm pretty sure like Droby and Taba, they go for the kick there, and not even the side flip wall kick, side flip triple jump wall kick.
Yeah.
Actually, quite a huge difference because that's much harder than just going up there.
All right, Luigi says he's not 100% sure, so it could be Xein.
It's okay, Luigi. We're just gonna go Xein, I guess. Really hard to decide on what the commentators should call this one player.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, Luigi known for being really good at Mario games, not only 64 but Sunshine. Also really good at watching other streams while playing, but still getting nuts runs, so what a guy.
And also chatting while playing.
That's what I'm saying, he just goes in other people's chats like during the intro or between stars, and it's no biggie.
Actually insane. Oh, and CartoonBuffoon really solid THA secrets there. Just takes the triple jump with a kick. Just going safe, but it works out.
Oh! Why'd you do that, Cartoon? Cartoon!
I should have not
My
said
jaw's on the
anything, I
floor.
think. I think I should
jaw's
have just
on the
not said
floor.
anything.
Oh no! Couldn't have been any worse. Like, and there's a few times like.
Oh, and gets bought by the Goomba as well in the second attempt. A questionable
Yeah.
triple jump. Alright. It doesn't get the long jump clip.
Oh, another
the Goomba just bops.
Goobito bop. I shouldn't call him that. Simply, I brought up a Simply. He's like, nah, I don't like that. But good
Yeah,
try.
I
I'm
saw
like, okay.
I saw that race. Let's just go with Mini Goomba.
Mini Goomba.
Or Goomba is fine too, I think. It just gets bopped by the Goomba in the second attempt. Like, every Goomba was out for him. But at the end of the day, Cartoon just wants us to make a little bit more exciting for us, because he's still rocking that massive lead.
Yeah. Can the
Even
Koopa
after
fall
that
off?
happened.
Not that this is in 70 store, but could the Koopa actually fall off while racing him? I feel like I've seen that happen.
Yes, he can actually disappear as well, like fall off. Yeah, it just feels like he disappears,
Yeah,
but
this
he
game's
did
so
falls off
broken.
for sure. Good thing we're not doing 120 star.
Oh my. I actually did like the 120 star tournament we had a while back, but it's definitely not the kind of thing that you can have like a consistent league for just because of the length.
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe one day we should have another 120 star invitational.
Yeah.
But there's so much that can go wrong in that category too. It's actually weird to think about, but the Koopa can just fall off. If you do CCM17, you're free of the penguin, but in 120 you do have to get the penguin for sure. And Xein...
Yeah.
Where did he die? I just saw him die.
You know,
Commentator
at least
getting
the
lost in
carpet
his
doesn't
own
fall
mind.
off,
Oh.
but you can fall off the carpet. Okay. So Xein, you know, pretty far behind the entirety of THI, so about 1:30.
I think he also died at the end. Just copying
The end of what?
Cartoon's mistakes. The end
Oh.
of Secrecy. Oh no, not again! Okay, he saved him with walking.
Oh!
Man, what a backup. Those reactions were nice.
Yeah, very scary there. Alright, Cartoon not doing the long jump either.
Going a little bit safe with that single jump. And camera is scary going over these tiny mushrooms, so just don't want to die again. Oh, but false down! Doesn't go to red, nice!
And he's dead! Oh, no, what a save by Cartoon! No, but he's dead again!
Oh. Cartoon putting on his good show.
Yet again, might I add, from like 5 minutes ago. But I actually landed, like, that's actually not a wall, it's a very steep slope. So he actually was able to jump off toward the mushroom. But then he fell off. And then ended up belly sliding to his death.
Oh man.
Man, I can't. There's probably so many highlights to pull out of this. Like, I think
Stop
someone
it
said in
with the
chat
penguin.
earlier, and shoutouts to whoever this was. Like, this race is a beautiful disaster.
That's a good title. Let's see if you can nail the ending this time. Just makes it still a little bit more
boy.
exciting. Xein now entering TTM as well. Man, this time it looked way more solid for Cartoon. So that was too much. That TTM.
I can't even get over that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm still thinking about it. Alright, Cartoon going for Breezes.
yep.
This is what I'm talking about. Risky strat, but he's got it.
What a
Cartoon
madman.
actually seems really good. Like, I guess ROM hack is probably a good way to train for this stuff, because it's not like it's a really long, complicated 100 coin star or something. It's just like being able to get a good height triple jump and wall kick on the right frame and all that. Like, just having to do stuff very precisely in a short space of time.
He's
Maybe
definitely now
the
really
ROM
well.
hack
So
experience helps him
maybe
out with that.
just
Like,
needs
I don't know
that
how
consistency. Wait,
Breeze
didn't? Okay.
Okay, Xein getting the log ball kick as well. So actually not playing it safe here. You know, all like the safe strats, but like Momo and Xein still pulling out the log ball kicks.
I'm just worried that there might game over in Tippy with all these deaths. I don't know. Are able to nail these log walkers though.
Seems a bit slow, you know, not saving or not doing the star as fast as you definitely could. But you don't want to fall, especially because he's already done reds, which is like kind of a star order thing, but like if you've already used up your backups for missing log wall kick, then you're losing a lot more time.
For sure.
But he's done, and he's able to enter Snowman's Lane, and as we said last race, you got one like kind of threat, and that's Snowman's big head. But after that, you can catch a breather. Alright, let's see how he's going to do here. That's a low slide, but he's able to get a wall kick anyway in ledge grab. I'm surprised that worked out. Cartoon definitely not going to complain about that one.
And at the same time, Xein had a lot of questionable angles on these reds and had to slow down multiple times to not just fall off or jump off the platform. Didn't die, so at least.
You know, Cartoon taking care of the most difficult star in the game, chill with the bully.
Man.
Well, Xein getting stuck on the wall clipping.
Does not go for Breeza since Cartoon actually managed to get the one save. So a good chunk of time over Xein there.
Yeah.
Xein there.
Honestly, I think this is one of the things that makes Super Mario 64 so difficult to run. It's just like there's so many weird surfaces and the geometry can be like really scuffed in some places. We just have to like learn. You just have to like know it how it works, or like you have to know the invis is there, and it's like there's a lot more to it than just what you can really see in front of you.
For sure. And then once you get that down, you have to be able to do everything. Everything is super precise, and you do have to pull off everything. The game is super consistent, and a slight difference in angle can cost you the run.
Yeah, obviously you look at, you know, D whatever play and it looks, you know, impressive, but it also doesn't look as hard as it really is, because if I actually was going to go over and talk over it, or like even these guys, and say like what can go wrong at every stage or like every second in the star, like
we would still be mobs now.
Exactly. It's like, alright, if he was a little bit too far to the left here, he would have bonked, you know, on this like fence. Also, if he waited a couple more frames to press A, he would have gotten his double jump eaten by the steps. It's like we'd just be here all day talking about every like little error that can happen.
That's what I really love about this game though. It makes it really good for races just because of that. There's just so much that you have to adjust to, and it's not
also
easy.
It's never over, because like we're not even talking about as if Xein's lost the race. It's definitely within the realm of possibility for Cartoon to either have a meltdown in Tippy, or just to have a meltdown in Sky or throws. It could happen anywhere.
That's true. We saw. I mean, I've had meltdowns in Sky before, at throws too, and we just saw that in the other race as well. Momo just missed so many throws.
I've also died in Bowser on PB pace, so that's fun.
Oh, ouch. Oh, okay. That was really weird. How
it's definitely a learning experience.
Everything is. But that's the thing. Like the next time you're gonna be at that point in the run, you're just gonna think about what you did, and it was so memorable that you're stuck to thinking what could happen and what you already experienced too. You know.
Yeah, you know, people definitely say speedrunning is a mental activity as much or even more than it is physical, and it's hard to disagree. Xein Miss Mips, you know, kind of knocking me out of our like podcast to talk about the game again, but losing a bit more time. There's actually a GSA podcast with like Cheese and ALT Insider and some other people.
I'm actually really excited to watch that. I won't be able to watch it live, but definitely gonna catch the past broadcast.
Was that on like Monday or something? I don't know.
The 25th, I think it was. So yeah, it's Monday.
Cool.
Alright, just Cartoon has been playing New Smith, what I was gonna say. He in SL went fine, and got the rabbit, unlike Xein. Everything HMC wasn't too bad for him. He just had a little bit of a hiccup for the triple box jump.
All right, one more star, and then it's Tippy. Also, Cartoon he goes for this dive movement. It can save like 1 frame if perfect, but realistically, it's one of those things where you'll never save time with it.
Unless you're maybe doing single star, that's where you can grind that beginning a lot. But yeah, definitely not for runs if you ask me. And now I don't think the gap is too big now. Maybe it might still be over a minute. Actually, it is.
Definitely is. Xein missed MIPS as well, although he definitely saved time in TTM because Cartoon died. So.
Man, it's just so much that happened in this race. These runners cannot catch a break. And now this, that was just a warm-up. I'm up for now. Now it's Tippy time. See if Cartoon can actually pull through.
Alright, Black 2 bounce. I feel like everyone has a different way of doing it, but Cartoon looks like that one's gonna work. No, not getting a jump. You know, you actually have to wait 4 frames after initiating the slider before you can actually jump out of it, but you know, you don't have that many frames to work with if you consider like you only got this high up on the yellow platform and you have to jump before you actually fall off. So Cartoon maybe had like a 2 frame window to do that.
Yeah, he was way too low on the slope. Barely bounced anyway. Not up there at all. Brutal. Well, let's see if you can nail a second try. I think getting something like that already puts a toll on your mentality. And that was... he saved him so early. I didn't see it the first time, but... And again! Oh, he actually saved it this time! What? That was so close again!
Wow. Okay, Cartoon. A bit of redemption. Interesting camera. I don't like this. He almost didn't even make it up there. If you saw if you see Mario's shadow, that's gonna be directly under Mario. And you see when he does the kick there to both stall his air time, but also get a little bit more height. Like his shadow was not on that platform until the very last second. Like he almost failed that and would have fallen down. Maybe he died. See, like Xein doing like 2 bounce from a different position.
And takes a lot more time, so the Lucky is in a way better position because he didn't side flip as early as Cartoon there. I wonder if Cartoon always gets that bounce like that, because that's super scary to do. And actually insane he pulled it off.
That's one thing I don't really like about the cheese lack 2 bounce. At least, I mean I've never done it, but it always seems like he barely gets hit. And then you have to be very specific about your jumps.
Yeah, I actually haven't really tried it myself too, so...
I like the actual glitchy walking bounce isn't too bad. Just...
interesting angle from Cartoon. I've not seen people approach swinging the breeze like that with a long jump. Like,
it is kind of funny that it's more or less an auto-scroller to get up to that like cheese platform, like the yellow square.
I wouldn't call it auto-scroller, but I know what you mean. It's like you have so much time.
It's on a cycle, and you can afford to lose a bit of time and still make it pretty much the same.
For sure. Alright, but other than the Lakita bounce fair, that was a solid run right from Cartoon.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see things like deaths or some really costly bonks in places that'll make you fall down. So 100 coin, this is gonna be maybe the biggest test. Okay, Xein triangles, not bad.
Went for the easy strat, so he's all good. And at the same time, Cartoon had such a solid start. I want to point out, yeah, maybe it's hard to tell, but that beginning is so hard. Probably the hardest part of the whole start, even with all the RNG.
I mean, to do
Because-
perfectly, yeah.
Yeah, you can easily fall down if you try to go fast on those platforms at the beginning where the reds are.
Honestly, those are like the jankiest freaking surfaces in the entire game.
For sure, yeah.
I don't know if jankiest is even a word, but they're
It
very
fits.
scuffed.
Definitely.
They're
And that was a
super scuffed.
really, really good TC100 by Cartoon. Nice.
If someone
I like
wants
to
me
see.
to explain it, I will, but we'll kind of let that be. Because Cartoon made it through 100 coin, and that's probably the biggest hurdle left. And now it's kind of like, it's still a struggle, but it's like you've already gone up the. I won't say you're done, but that's definitely the
I
hardest part.
think that once you're at that level, where these players are at, the triple jump wall kicks are not too bad, the ones that are coming up for Cartoon.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, never mind! Never mind! It's actually still a
Yeah.
problem.
Shut up, emote.
Oh man, that's actually. Oh my god, don't. Okay, that was so close to death again.
He got bombed by the piston.
Oh, that was a rocky first star for the moving stars.
Yeah. Okay, so Xein, not having that bad of a TC100. I think he had some
Never
time left in
mind.
the cage, but missing a coin.
We should
All
just
right.
stop commentating at this point.
Alright, you know how like
And again, Cartoon fell fast on again.
maybe he just hasn't been practicing TDC much because like he's been running vanilla a little while, but maybe he hasn't practiced these triple jump wall kicks. He doesn't have the timing because I remember like actually learning them for the first time. Like I knew how to do it and it wasn't hard, but you don't want to be too early or too late. And knowing like intrinsically by muscle memory when that timing is can take some getting used to. So maybe that's what we're seeing from Cartoon here.
Might be. And now he's only 2 stars ahead. After maybe Xein can actually pull this off and get all 3 without any
And
problem.
it's not over.
It's not over
I was
until you
gonna say
grab
something.
the big star. Even throws at the end are an obstacle, so we talked about it earlier.
I think Cartoon's got this one.
What's that?
What?
What's that angle?
What? Slider off the get a hand. All right, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. All right,
And another bomb.
Please,
Please, diner
don't-
again.
you know the Dessa clip where he like clipped into the wall there.
Yeah, that's when you hit the moving block while it's moving, and you just get pushed behind
Thanks, D-Hags.
the wall.
All right, so here's what I propose. If like there's something like solemn happening or like in remembrance, you'll have like a moment of silence. Cartoon's probably got like what 3 minutes left. You want to take like 3 minutes of silence and not curse anything left in the run.
The 3 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
Ooh, and let's grab.
Looking a bit choppy. All right, another ledge grab. Cartoon, definitely likes to grab some ledges.
That's his favorite. Just likes to grab ledges.
Okay, see, Xein actually using a proper camera for get a hand, whereas Cartoon
Yeah, that was
did like
that was
like a
insane.
lagdo cam off angle. Maybe he actually thought that he got get a hand already and needed to like roll into the cage, so he's getting ready for that. He's like, oh wait, I can't, because I already got it. I need to get a hand. But then
Yeah, might have
he
been
also
messing
decided
up.
that, well, I don't want to miss the hand cycle, so I'll just try like an off angle, and that's why he did it. That's my theory. But I would say in that case, you might just want to go up to roll in the cage anyway, and then do the long jump from there, which is a little tiny bit slower, but you wouldn't fall and die or fall down.
Not true. Might have just messed up his muscle memory.
Cartoon is 1 star ahead. Wait, did Zach get towed?
No, he didn't. He only has to get 1 more star, which is red, and then he's good.
Yeah, he's definitely shaved a lot of time by Cartoon missing up every single triple jump wall kick in some way.
And again, Bits is not free. He still has to keep
Bitch is not free at
focused.
all.
Keep being focused. If he messes up, this might just put Xein into the lead.
Yeah, we've seen there are several places you can fall in sky. The first one is right here, the triple jump dive. Let's see if we can get it. That's a nice setup and a good angle. So CartoonBuffoon really clean there. The second is the triple jump wall kick. Probably going to be like a moving left kind of guy, but if... Oh, barely getting that rollout. If you didn't make it up, you'd have to slide all the way down and restart the triple jump. But here we go. Moving left side, not at an angle, so it's a bit tougher to get around. Going for the stationary setup as a backup, I think that's a good call. And he's got it. He's not heading up into bits, but you can still fall here. It's not over.
What's that?
Look at...
Why did he go for that? Why did he go? Oh, okay.
This is what I'm saying. You can fall on these elevators, because like, if he hadn't gotten the wall kick, but he had like a false ledge grab, he would have fallen down. There's also like a few other ways where you can like bonk, or if you like try to kick in the air but you don't make it on the platform, you fall down. So
still has a lot of wiggle room too.
But he's made it. But he has made it. So you just got to get these throws.
That's the one already.
Right on the money.
Xein approaching the Trojan walker. Let's see if he can make it up there. Gets a first try. So, but only one more left for Cartoon to hit.
And that's the game.
Good.
Cartoon
throws.
Clutching it out. So
I suck.
Gonna get. Hey,
Yo,
Cartoon!
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, man.
Okay. First of all, one thing I want to ask.
Did I say no to the penguins? By the way,
good.
Did you guys catch that earlier?
Say no?
Did I say no? Like to not
it fell off. But...
It fell off. I've never seen that before. I almost thought I said no because I was like, where is he? I didn't know what I meant.
Actually not sure. You might have, but
I don't know
think
why you would have said.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Like... That's why. Like, I didn't know it could fall off, but I thought I just subconsciously said no or something.
Let me check if someone posted a clip in.
But oh my
GSA,
goodness! Like I feel like my gameplay it had to have been a minute faster than that. But 53 is still weak, so I'm still angry. But
I think like
I don't know.
TDC like triple moving wall kicks or time moving wall kicks.
Oh, I missed that 3 times. That was awful. Yeah.
So like, if you take those 2 things out, it wasn't that bad. Would have been like a mid 52 probably.
The one thing I'm happy about is my Bowsers went really well. That never happens in races. This is the first time I didn't have a major mistake on any of the 3, so I'm happy about that.
Nice. So do you go for lava boost ever, or just like the normal early cycle?
I've gone for lava boost before. I go for it all the time, but then like shoutouts to Binny in his last stream, like he showed me a way to just not need to go for it. It still saves a ton of time to like, because I like the idea of not going for boost because it saves like 6 seconds over the other strat, and it's just unnecessary.
Freaking Binny movement, dude.
Yeah, I want to get a 49 soon. I just
you will.
Consistent.
Oh, and Xein in here as well. GG's, dude. How do you feel after that? That was an interesting race.
Honestly, I feel like I played pretty well after Fire C, except THI and TDC 100, but yeah, I definitely got to practice my beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you didn't play too bad. I wouldn't say that TDC 100 went really bad, so definitely, like, in the beginning you played a lot worse than in the late game.
Yeah, your end game was really good. It was lighting a little fire under me. It was scary.
Oh, and THI. I think you died in THI actually.
Yeah, I died once. I like jumped so early, and then I did the same mistake again, and then barely wall kicked in the ground.
Yeah, that was insane. That was really good.
I made a GameCube controller mistake in THI. I was trying to mess with the camera, and I pressed the Z button, which I don't even normally use Z to long jump, so I just accidentally pressed it, and I was angry.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's why I ground pounded that. There's no reason to ground pound there.
Sometimes that just happens.
It was still fun. 54 is weird for me. I don't like seeing it, but I like the W, but still GG to use to Xein. Like, that was a close race. It was fun.
GG.
I think we need like a GSA deep dive to cover like all the crazy things that happen, or like put in one of like the one playlist of like crazy races. I don't know. This has had so many like unique mistakes that I would never expect to see, or like
probably the biggest
see all in one race at least. The penguin falling off, the whole thing in TTM Reds with you, Cartoon. That was like I flipped out on that.
I was like,
Um,
I thought that was the best save of my life, and then
I thought so
immediate
too.
just heartbreak right after.
Yeah, definitely the emotional roller coaster there. So, it was good stuff. Anything else, D whatever? For these?
I think that's it. Everything has been said. Every mistake has been talked about. That was an interesting race. It was a little fun commentating with you, better honest.
Yeah, totally. Alright,
yeah,
and with that,
let me actually check the schedule real quick. Oh,
we actually have Guy and I playing again in an hour and a half. What?
Yeah, I actually have to play another
Did your mic turn
match.
off? I can't hear Xein anymore.
Wait, I was like confused that he played again, but he told me earlier.
Yeah, he has to do a few races because he didn't do enough the last few weeks. So he's up once again.
All right. Definitely have a lot more to look out for later on today. Hope you guys will stick around, and if you've enjoyed this SM64 entertainment, you know, make sure to leave a follow. You know, if you want to subscribe for these sick emotes, go right ahead. Also want to check out these runners, Cartoon and Xein. Probably stream sometimes. I don't know how often, but yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm Jonas, co-commentator D whatever, signing off, and see you around.
Bye bye.